What is up, everybody? This is the Wild Nutrition Podcast, and I'm your host, Chris Heskett, and this is episode 23. So today is another interview episode. Today I'm interviewing my friend Clint Swafford. He's also been a longtime follower. He's been following my Instagram account and now also on Facebook for almost as long as I've kind of taken off solo on my starting my business. So he started following me, I think it was like August or September, shortly after I left my in-person training job. And we've been talking back and forth ever since. He has had a very successful weight loss journey on his own. He has not needed to sign up for coaching, but he's followed all the advice I've put out on social media to help him lose over 40 pounds. Best part about this episode is he goes into how he's lost the weight and how it's not as hard as you think. He's done things in a very simple way. He started with the basics and he's just followed some of the advice I've put out. So you're going to take away what action steps you can take if you're starting your weight loss journey or you're not sure where to start. Listen to today's episode. You're going to get a lot out of it. He's just a normal dude. He's a dad. He likes to hunt. That's where we've really kicked it off and become buds online, and works full time. So a lot of things are actionable to the people who listen to this podcast. So without further ado, here's Clint. What's up, Clint? How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. I've been better, but I'm with COVID, but I'm good right now. So you hopped on and you've had quite the transformation since I've gotten to know you. How much weight are you down?
40 pounds.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. So we met through Instagram, I don't know, year and a half ago. Um,
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your journey, because a lot of people see kind of like the end goal, like, oh my God, what did that guy do to lose 40 pounds? Well, I want that. And then they think it's going to take like 30 days. So can you tell us a little bit about like what motivated you to get started and then kind of your journey of losing that weight?
Yeah. I met with you. You kind of gave me a hard plan to follow.
Mm-hmm.
That I couldn't hop on with you actually at that time because of some money issues. So
Yep.
you got me started in a basic direction, but you check in on me from here and there. And I just decided to put my mind to it and go. And really for my kids. And I like going out hunting and fishing, and so I walk a lot. So I had to get it done. And at first, it took a while, uh, but during the holidays, I stopped. So I think I only done it for like 6 months for sure.
Okay.
But I was pretty strict on everything I ate.
Nice, dude. So where did you start with, like, let's talk about like your fitness journey. Where did you start with that?
The first, it was just drinking water
Okay.
for like a
Nice.
week,
Just
and so
a
I
week of
drink,
that. That's
yeah, just a
awesome.
week of just water,
Okay.
and I would eat uh, fairly well, but I didn't worry about what I was eating. It was just that first week was water. And then I got that
Nice.
done, like, dang, I can do this. So then I started putting a little food in it. And then after a week, I was like, dang, I feel all right. And it just kind of snowballed after that. I just one thing at a time.
Dude, that's awesome. That's definitely going to be a clip where I use for this episode, because I wish more people would understand that exact thing, which you just went through, of like you just do one thing really well and then it snowballs. So that's where you
Yeah.
started. Um, when did you actually like really get into like working out?
I'm still not working out a lot. I just
Okay.
walk, uh, play with the kids. I'm not really hitting the gym or lifting weights right now.
So you lost 40 pounds without
Just,
really hitting the gym at all.
yeah, just walking.
Nice, dude. That's really awesome. Now, what's your diet kind of like?
Normally in the mornings I'll drink water until 12.
Okay.
If I can't make it to 12, it's not that big a deal to me. But I try to fast till lunch,
Okay.
and then I'll eat something high protein,
Hmm.
possibly a salad. It just depends on where I'm at. If I have leftovers, then I'll eat that. But if I have to go out, then I'll have to get like a salad or chicken or something.
Okay, awesome. And then basically it's just high protein and veggies, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I try to stick to as close as I can.
Nice. And what's what was like your struggle of transitioning to that? So before, obviously you weren't eating that way. What kind of like happened that made you switch, or and then what was your struggles of maybe getting like your family on board, or were there no struggles?
It was just the struggle of I got to do this and you got to eat this. Yeah, you want a cheeseburger, but you can't have that that day because that's not where you're at. You got to have the salad with no bun to kind of help get going.
Awesome. Um, Now you said you like to hunt and fish. So is wild game a big part of your diet?
Yeah, if I can, the last 2 years I've eaten tag soup, so it's been real rough.
I think that was pretty common here in PA this year. I saw a bunch of people who are eating tag soup, but okay, so um probably no wild game this year, but did you notice that now that you have improved your fitness through walking and lost weight, improved your health with your diet, those hobbies have gotten either more fun or they're just easier to do?
Oh yeah, for sure, it's easier to do. Your joints don't hurt as bad after you've been out all day or been in the swamp or mud. It's not as hard to get out through there anymore.
That's awesome. Um, and what do you generally hunt?
Well, I'm in northeast Texas, so we have deer, hogs, squirrels mainly. I was hunting Arkansas, so I tried to hunt black bear this year, but it didn't turn out well.
I didn't even get out a chance for black bear this year. Okay, so lots of hunting. Sounds like a lot of walking too. Are you tree stand or are you spot and stock or a little of both?
A little bit of both. I have mainly tree stand because if I have my son with me, I got to have somewhere for him to kind of get.
Okay. So a lot of tree stand, but it's just easier to get in and out of the stand. Easier if you actually get something that you're not dying, dragging out of the woods.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, what's been the big change? Like obviously, family is something very important to you. Have you noticed any changes with your son since you've started this journey, or with your wife or anyone else in your family?
No, me and my wife was kind of on it together, so it was just she wanted to start, and then I started, so we just kind of just got going together.
Awesome. And
We
then,
try to let the kids kind of eat what they want.
okay. And since you kind of let them eat what they want, have they slowly picked healthier options because that's what mom and dad eat?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. I mean, they're kids. They're gonna always gonna like chicken fingers and French fries.
Yeah, yeah, it's
But
hard to get them to want some broccoli when there's fish sticks in the freezer.
they've slowly transitioned a little bit, it sounds like, to just because mom and dad eats that, they kind of want to be like mom and dad, and they sometimes pick some healthier options.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So if someone was like in your saying like your where you started out at, what would be something that you would tell them as advice or recommend to them?
It's gonna suck for sure at the beginning, but I mean, after you get in for a little while, it's gonna get better. But you got to get through the suck first.
I get through that suck part. So how long did
Yeah,
that suck part get last for you?
that was probably about 30 days.
Okay, that's not that long, like in the grand scheme
No, it
of
wasn't
thing.
terrible. Yeah, no.
Okay, so it's
But
just that. Go ahead.
after you get after you get the sugar out of you, it's not as bad. And I figured it probably took about 30 days.
Nice, dude. So just 30 days of some discomfort, and then on the other side of that 30 days is where you really start to see progress.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Um, so someone who is back in that your starting position, 30 days of kind of being sucky, and then things actually get rolling. So if someone was maybe intimidated of going to the gym, they don't know where to start, what would be like one tip you could give them other than like it's going to suck? What would be the one thing you would tell them like, hey, just start like with this and you'll be good?
Yeah, start small. Just work on one thing at a time and then go from there.
Nice.
Get the 7 to 14 days of it and then move to something else. Add something to it.
Just like the water and then the next thing,
Yeah.
the next thing. Um, so I can't remember if we talked water, we talked walking. What were the other things you added along with your journey? So you start with water, then you said what it was walking next,
No, I started on food next.
food
I didn't
next.
worry
Okay.
about walking until later.
Okay. So what was like, let's walk through like your exact journey. Which you're still not done, so you're still going through it, but you start with water, then you are focused more on food. Well, how long did that last where you were focused just on the food?
The food took me longer. I think it took me like 2 to 3 weeks
Okay. Awesome. And that was just
to really kind of
transitioning.
get it down.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just like figure out the protein, the veggies, carbs, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what you can eat and kind of get away with. It's not going to hurt you. And then if it does hurt you, then well, crap. Now you got to start and do something else to get that back off.
Okay. So 2 to 3 weeks there. Then what was after that?
Then I kind of plateaued. So then I started working on walking, trying to move more.
Nice. So walking was next. Did you have a step goal in mind, or was it just like I'm just going to do a walk a day, 2 walks a day, go longer than what I usually do?
Yeah. I tried to get 6,000. And
Six
then
thousand.
when I
Nice.
kind of, yeah. And then if I can get more, that's great. But I try to at least get to six.
Okay. Awesome. So 6,000 steps per day. Then from there, what was the next step for you?
I just kind of carried that on. It kind of just seemed to flow then.
Okay. So have you tried to like focus on like getting more steps now? Like you're aiming for like 7 or 9,000
Yeah,
steps,
yeah, I'm looking for 10 now.
10 now. Okay. So
Just kind
you
of adding
just,
on to it.
six was the starting point, and then you just kept adding to that.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. And then with your diet, did that change at all, or have you been more like just consistent and you just been working on the step goal?
Just I've been consistent with it. I've just been trying to get steps in and then looking at other things, kind of start working out, maybe buying a few different things,
Nice.
some dumbbells or a kettlebell.
And just water, some dietary changes, steps, you lost 40 pounds.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Okay, cool. So do you take any supplements or anything like that to help you with things?
I take a Mountain Ops Ignite in the morning,
Okay.
scoop with like 16 deals of water. It's kind of like a Red Bull.
Mhm.
Kind of
Yep.
just
I
keeps
think
you
that's
going
their
all day.
pre-workout. So you do that instead of coffee.
Yeah.
Nice. So, but that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No fancy
No
fat
vitamins,
burners. No. Okay. So
no fat
very,
burners.
very minimal with supplements, which I think a lot of people think you need like 13 different supplements you have to take. And I take more than just one supplement, but I've cut back a lot in recent years. And it's awesome to hear like you not really relying on anything. You just replaced your coffee with a pre-workout.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Nice
I'm
too.
take a multivitamin
And the
with some
multivitamin.
with some vitamin C, but
Okay.
just to try to stay well, but
So
nothing just
pre-workout,
crazy.
multivitamin, really basically really boring with your supplements, but you had
Yeah,
a lot of success with that.
correct. Yes.
Awesome, dude. Okay. Um, so I think the audience is going to get a lot out of this just from the simplicity of what you've done. It's just like all I did was some very simple steps. You were able to have great success with it. You're not done yet, but you're just adding that layer. Like you said, next step for you is probably going to be getting into the gym. and getting some workouts in. But other than that, you've just been like super consistent. And then you told me off camera, I think, that you pause over the holidays.
Yeah. I wasn't going to worry about it. I just decided to take a break. And that was during hunting season. And if you're hunting, you're going to eat like crap.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about this. I'll hit it first thing next year, and then I'll just stay consistent and not try to gain it all back, but maintain
Mhm.
and give yourself a little grace of about 5 to 10 pounds, and then just go with it. Let it go.
Nice, dude. So
If you feel like crap, then kind of get back on it.
I try to tell a lot of people that over the holidays of like, if you can't really focus on weight loss, just like focus on maintenance, which is what you did. And so many
Yeah,
people get lost of like, I just, they give up and then they like gain 5, 10, 15 pounds over the holidays. Whereas you just had, I'm just going to take a break. I'm just not going to go crazy.
yeah. I mean, just live your life, let the kids be little, and eat what you want. Screw it.
Just a little bit of moderation. Don't go crazy because you know you're going
Yeah.
to feel like garbage if you go crazy. And then was it kind of like a light switch come like say January 1st, like you just flip back on, or was it a little bit of a transition period until you got back on track with things?
No, it took a couple of days to kind of get everything back in, uh, but it really wasn't too bad.
Okay. So it was just maybe like 3, 4 days of like transitioning back into the groove of things, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. I think a lot of people think it should just be like this light switch of, okay, it's January 1st. All of a sudden, all my magical habits come back instead of like, okay, like let's transition back into the things you kind of haven't been doing for the past 6 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, dude. All right. Anything else you would want to tell the audience listening?
I mean, after you start, just keep going, and then it will eventually get better. It's gonna get easier. You're gonna feel better. Your joints aren't gonna hurt.
Just stick with it.
Yeah,
You can't fail if you don't give up. Love that messaging.
that's right.
All
Yeah.
right, dude. Well, thank you for coming on. That I think this message will definitely resonate with a lot of people who are kind of stuck and think they have to do everything, that all or nothing mindset. Whereas same thing I've preached a lot of, like just finding the one thing you can start with and do that really fucking well, which is exactly what you did. And you had amazing success with it. And if someone else can just follow those same footsteps, they would probably also have maybe not the same success as you, but similar success.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Just gotta start small.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Clint. If anyone would want to reach out to you and talk to you, where could they find you?
I'm on Instagram.
Nice.
I think
Nice.
it's Clint Swafford, I believe.
Clint Swafford on Instagram. I'll put your Instagram handle in the show notes. If anyone wants to reach out to Clint, talk to him about his journey, please feel free to do that. So thanks for coming on. And I look
Yeah,
forward
thanks
to
for having me.
seeing, yeah, no problem. I look forward to seeing what your progress is going to be over the next 12 months. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today with our episode with Clint. I probably shouldn't have said it that way, but thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please go and rate the show. Give it a 5-star review. Leave a review. The reviews are super helpful. I do go in and read those on Apple and Spotify. It helps me create a better show for what listeners want. At the end of the day, while it's fun for me to do this, ultimately I want to bring information out to you, the listener. So rate, review, and those reviews and ratings help other people find the podcast. So it's something you can do for free to help this podcast grow if that's something if you enjoy this podcast a lot. Also, if you are interested in our coaching program, we do have a few spots open in February right now. So you can click the link down below and apply for our 6-month or 12-month transformation program, or even our pinnacle program if you are interested. Again, it's an application. You're not actually signing up for anything. We want to make sure you're a good fit before you actually start down the journey and you're ready for that journey. before you sign up. So click down below if you're interested in coaching. That being said, please leave a review.